Bumps and bruises, scratches and scrapes, some of the ingredients that a good life makes. But sorrows become success. And as we aim for the top, we will pause if we must, but we will never stop. Welcome to Simso Sessions. Hello there and welcome to Simso Sessions. This is a safe space to share your stories. Tonight, how does she do it? How can one person have so much energy and have her hand in so many pots and still be going and going with no signs of slowing? Jennifer Small has the secret of pushing on and pushing ahead despite life's punches, of which she's received quite a few, but she's sitting here today as a living testimony to what happens if you pause if you must, but you don't stop. Hi, my sister friend.
I love that quote. Hello. Oh, pause if you must.
But don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Thank you for that.
It's good to have you
and
here,
you, my
Freddie
putos,
Benny.
and you, my putos.
I asked you on the show, apparently, at a very special time. You said this is your year of aggression.
It is.
What is that?
The year to take charge. You got to run over some people if you have to run over them. You got to do it without apology. You have to go strong because they're getting stronger. And you have to make sure you go hard to ensure. And I'm not pausing, though. That's the only part of your quote I'm not quite liking. Because if you pause, so many things can slip in there. So therefore, don't pause. Slow down if you must. Yeah, slow down.
Sometimes a slow is a pause. Remember, your stop sign is not a stop sign. It's more like a pause.
They ticket you if you don't pause, right?
Well,
yes, but beautiful. Year of aggression, taking it to them.
Yeah.
Going hard.
But Jenny, you've been going hard.
Yeah, I'm going hard. This is the year that I'm going to go the hardest, and then I'm going to slow it down.
Ah. So this is a strategy.
It's a strategy.
And you've decided that this year is the pre-slowdown year because why?
Born 1973, next year, this year, 3 from 5, I'm 52. Wow. And therefore, don't forget, we are ticking time bombs. How many good years do you think you have before the knees start telling you can't whine and touch your toe? I don't want to find out, I can still whine and touch my toe.
Exactly. Exactly.
But just in case, so you want to make sure the cruises you're afraid of, the trips you did not take. Like when one of our colleagues here at the RG Aglina, when she was retiring, I asked her what she's going to retire and do, and she said she's going to travel. And then I made a mental note to not wait till I retire to travel. Do it while you can still lift the suitcases. So I'm going to be doing that.
Gotcha. So next year is your memory-making year. I got it.
Yes.
This passion, this drive that you have, as long as you know yourself, right?
Yes.
From common entrance days. Second of 4 siblings, you said you used to pray on your little knees, you said, for relief from poverty.
Yeah.
You grew up, you had it rough.
My God. With the poor bad man. We're so poor. You know, of course, you share rooms with your siblings, and it's like nothing because it's just the norm. And you share that room. Thank God my parents had their own room, though. And then it just was, you know it's rough when you don't have as much food as the other person. You know it's rough when you didn't get the lunch money. You know it's rough. And I want to big up government. I don't know which government was in power, but thank you for the Nutribon. Lord, thank you for the milk. And there was another thing. There were 2 things. You had the bulla.
Yes.
You had the Nutribulla, Nutribon, and the milk. Oh, it saved my life. I looked forward to it, and I want to thank them because that was not just lunch for me. You would take it home, and that would perhaps be supper. And if there's no real dinner, you would have used that as well. So no, that program should never stop because it's saving a number of Jennifers out there.
Jennifer was the Jennifer with the cutter. You're carrying the water on your head.
Yes. What do you know about cutter?
You're walking in shoes that have cardboard in the bottom. That you have to change out.
Yes. Parents
Up to this
have
day,
it.
you're still a grapefruit lover.
Yes, I still love my grapefruit,
Grapefruit and
although
water.
grapefruit was lunch. So even for the day of common entrance, and my mother said, God bless her soul, they call me Charm. That's my pet name. Charm, you sure you're going to do the exam? This is my last chance, you know. Because we had moved so many times that I couldn't settle down to really do the exam. And this is my last chance. And I think such an awful thing when you have to look in the newspaper to see your name. I don't know if you're one of those.
I was.
It's scary when you search. And I searched the second time because I thought I did better than the first time. And I still couldn't find my name. And then somehow, parents don't understand the psychology of already your own pain. When they say, Sham, you feel again, you feel like crap. And I looked again, it wasn't there. So when the third time, which is the final time, and my mom we didn't have any food. Mommy and daddy didn't have any breakfast. We're in Bamboo. By that time, they had rescued us. Because actually, I'm a Kingstonian, but I don't take Kingston because when the landlord gave us notice and said, come out because you have too many children, Kingston is not mine, St. Anne is mine. And as a young child, 8, 9, you move. Is she mad? Of course I'm going to my exam. Of course I went hungry. And of course I timed that exam. I had a grapefruit, but I had grapefruit constantly, so the lips would burn. And that's fine. It sustained me. And then when they said it's 10 minutes before exam time, I ran out, went to the pipe stand. You know those nice big pipe stand at Bamboo? And at Bamboo All Age, I just filled my hands and I drank and I drank. And when I felt full enough, I said, this should last. My mother couldn't stop me from doing that exam. There's no breakfast in my thought because I'm never going to hear, you fail again, Sham. Last chance. So every time I look at my colleagues from York Castle and I see that they're 50, 49, every time it's a reminder that I pass on my last attempt.
Jeez, Jen.
Yes, because I'm 52 this year, but they're 50 because I almost didn't make it.
But you did.
Right.
But you did. And from even then, you said you knew it was going to be your responsibility to take your family out of poverty.
Yes.
As a kiddo?
Yes. When you're born as a tigress, I've always been very fierce and unafraid. Always. I used to get a lot of beatings. I was so badly beaten once, I remember I couldn't see. The strap missed and I became visually impaired. I was always unafraid. They tell me, don't climb the tree. I'm going to ask you why, and I'm going to climb the tree. And my parents used to beat that to subdue that because I guess they didn't understand what that was. So me get enough leak. And I decided that I have to get it done because when I saw that my brothers were not going to make it, that they were still not reading at age 8 and 9, I recognized that the only person that could save them was the unafraid Charm. I wasn't afraid of anybody. I was too poor to be afraid of you anyway, because I wasn't thinking of you, I was just thinking of my survival. So I made sure when I went to Church Teachers College, and after it was a fight to get there, to go back for my brothers. And even my husband was trying to talk to me. I said, the problem you have with trying to have a relationship with me, first is I don't trust men. Penis is a problem, you know. It can stop a lot of things. And I wasn't stopping anytime soon. I said, I have 2 brothers I must go get.
Yeah.
One is Steve and one is Jim, and I'm not moving forward without them. So understand that if it is that you want me in your life, these 2 boys are coming along.
Yeah.
And I taught them to read. I begged, and I will never forget Mr. Alphonsus Davis, bless your soul. And I said, I don't think they have any passes. I don't think they have anything but the birth certificate. can you please take them at Spaulding's High? I guarantee I'm going to work with them. I'm going to ensure they get all the very best as long as you help me save my brothers. Yes.
Well, so she's been going. She's been going. We
Yes.
spoke to her teaching career that we're going to talk to, but it was really law that she wanted to land in. And here she is in media. What? That's a lot of... Huh? Man plan got wiped. More with
Yes.
more with Jen after this. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back with Jenny sitting in the chair, who eventually got into teaching, but you wanted to do law.
Yes.
The money wasn't there. Also, when you saw the amount of reading it was going to take, you said, no thanks.
Don't make sense.
This one is not for me.
No. So I want to just love up York Castle High School. Like, there's no school to me like York Castle High School. So when I was in third form at York Castle, and then my aunt who was paying the boarding, I'm not sure what the boarding mother told her, but then she stopped. And York Castle saved me by allowing me to continue to school. Elise Wedderburn said, come and live with me. She didn't have a child at the time. Perhaps that's also perhaps God's direction for her, because she took me in as her child. And then York Castle helped me to pay for high school. And then after I got all my subjects, all of it, York Castle helped me to go to Brownstown Community College. So I'm definitely pushing. There's no failing, because York Castle has, again, given me a scholarship to come see. And I did everything to get into law, because I knew I'd be a very good lawyer, very good. But then after I got all the A-levels, I'm walking through Brownstown, counting stones, because I still could not afford it. And I just didn't think I should bother York Castle again. And then another mother to me, Sylvia Dennis, now Gilfillian, says, why not ask York Castle again? And I said, but I can't do the law because it's too much money. She says, why not try teaching? And I said, okay, since I always play teach when I was a child, you know, the teacher, just strap them, you have to beat them, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And York Castle again, so I love York Castle, saved my life and sent me to Church Teachers College. And by that time I had so many subjects, I skipped a year.
Wow.
So I did second year.
Wow.
And fully fell in love with teaching. Didn't like one of the teachers there because I told her she had to work on her skills. Her name was... Can't tell her name?
No.
Can't tell who me never like? Okay.
It's not.
Anyways, so she was...
So Jenny of you.
She was, yeah. I didn't quite think she was as the teacher she should have been, but it built my character again. And then when it is that you had some good teachers there who rally around you, Miss Dennis and a number of them, it was definitely the place I wanted to be.
First Queen was 1995.
Yes.
You entered after being encouraged to enter that competition, but you had to be convinced. Because you say you thought only light skin, skinny girl.
Not pretty enough, not pretty enough. And when you grow up hearing that you're not pretty enough, I think Father God was also saving me, you know, because the boys stayed away because they didn't think you were pretty enough either.
Is that true, Jen?
No, God bless them.
Well, you never interest anyway. 'Cause
Exactly.
You were too laser-focused.
God bless them for not seeing the good-looking, gorgeous me. Even one family member said, you only grow pretty. Yes, they can say these things. Yeah, that's how you got to be strong. Because when they say it and Father God is ordering your step and doing, you have to be very focused. And Festival Queen was something I didn't even think of doing. Like, are you mad? Me, I carry water upon my head. How? And I didn't even know how to walk. Jackie Tyson. I met Jackie Tyson then, and she thought it was a running joke. So I was walking after my friend convinced me at Church Teachers College, which is why I miss Manchester, because I was at church. And I was walking one day, and Jackie Tyson said, why you walk like you're carrying water upon your head? And everybody laughed, and I wasn't laughing, and I looked at her and said, because I do.
Yes.
And she stopped. Bless you, Jackie. And she says, okay, let me teach you how to walk without it.
Oh, gosh.
Bless you, Jackie.
Gosh, gosh, gosh.
And I took those steps and I learned how to walk without the water on my head. I didn't even realize I was walking so strong. So Festival Queen was a fantastic, what a beautiful opportunity, because it not only teaches you to walk, it also puts you in a competition with other girls. You know, there's a big study that says, they have done a study that if it is that you surround yourself with people who are successful, you're 15% chance
Develop.
of being successful. But if you're with those who are negative, you have a 35% chance of being a failure. It means that the negative is bigger than the positive.
You have to try harder with
the negative around you. The good thing about Festival Queen is you got a whole heap of girls already doing well, ladies who are sharp. So it worked well. And then you're meeting Prime Minister after you've won, and you're meeting Governor General. So for me, even being on stage is not hard because I've been meeting you from as Festival Queen. So it's a beautiful place.
Well, let's talk about, you know, you met a lot of people after your win. You met your husband during
Yes.
Best Queen.
1995. How many years is that?
Decades ago.
It's
The
beautiful.
white millionaire that you married. No?
You mean the white millionaire from Saint Elizabeth, where they plant scallion and thyme and melon? No, he's none of that. Just one of those light skin, because high color is us. The darker you are, the high color you are. But light skin from Saint Elizabeth, such a joy. So for me, 1995 was my breaking year. The year when I fell in love, still in love with the same one man. So thank goodness, one person in my life ever. And it's a joy that he is one of the best gifts God has ever given. Apart from Carissa, is somebody who loves me. I still get breakfast in bed every weekend. I don't be jealous.
I do.
Don't be
Did
jealous.
you see that
But
on
it's,
my
yes.
face?
And breakfast every morning to come to radio.
Oh, gosh.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Yes.
God bless your union.
Yes.
So we joked about the white millionaire man from wherever.
Yes.
People have a lot of things to say about Jenny. Have had in social. Does any of that mean anything to you as a
I'm not reading
tigress?
it. I'm going to tell you, one day I used to read it years and years ago, and I told Busy Signal how hurt I was, that people didn't understand that I'm not like them and I don't wish to be like them. I really don't wish to be like you. I don't wish to have a story to tell that I've been to so many bedrooms and I know the color of your wall. I have no interest in it.
Nope.
And I understand you think I'm odd and different. Somebody calls me unga unga on radio because I'm also quite different. You know, it means you're backward. Unga unga means
Oh, God.
it's an African sound. But I embrace it. I like the sound unga unga. It's
Yes,
beautifully, you
unga,
just
unga.
unga unga you. And Busy said, what is it? I said, that's how unkind people are. He says, no, the problem are you. This is Busy Signal, you know. That's what he mean. He says, why are you reading? Were you convinced about what you post? When you put it there and you put your words, were you convinced? I said, yes, I still am. He said, so why you go back, go read? He saved me.
So you just stay away from it.
But it's
altogether.
beautiful. If you have your convictions, and I'm going to talk to everybody there, if you are convinced that what you're doing is it, if you're convinced that where you're going is there, just go. Why are you looking for people's validation? Why are you looking for their approval? I don't. Life is too short.
Do you ever look back at anything you've written, posted, said, and think, okay, I could have done this with a little less dose of harshness, or I could have been kinder about this, or I could...
Only if somebody, for example, if a producer comes and says, oh my goodness, do you think you should have? I said, well, okay, if I don't say it this way, tell me what's the other way.
Right.
And when they tell me the other way, it is not what I would have said.
Okay.
I still am not convinced. So I look at it only because you tell me to go look. But then after I ask you, if you're not sending the message, I'm not. And sometimes you just got to be the messenger that others don't like. I tend to be that messenger pretty often.
Okay, got it.
I don't go with the crowd.
Got it.
And my teacher, Mrs. MacLeod, I will love her forever at York Castle. Again, she was teaching Shakespeare, Caesar. And then she says, what do you notice about this? None of us got it right. She says, on that page, it says, Hail Caesar. And then, of course, around the back, it says, Kill Caesar. I'm not about following Caesar's crowd.
Beware Caesar.
Yes.
More with Jenny on the other side. And folks, we're back with Jenny. Give unto Caesar what is due to Caesar,
Yeah.
what is not to.
Yeah.
So Jen, you mentioned Carissa,
Yay.
the beautiful
Joy.
bundle of joy. You became a mother around the same age I did.
Yes.
Why you waited so long, by the way? I had decided I wasn't having any children because I love
Really?
too hard and I was
Oh,
afraid to have
me.
my heart walking outside of my chest every
Oh,
day.
mine was economics though. I just didn't have the time to
Ah,
have a child too early because I have to make sure the scholarships make sense. There's just, for me, there was no second chance. So therefore, focus on school, get it done, do it now. If you have a child, it's going to delay life, and it does. It's going to distract you in life, so don't. So mine was just about being focused, using time wisely while the help was still there, while people were still caring, and they were still alive, because the principal who helped me, Carl Brown, died. I mean, so thank God we still had people in my life who cared, and the
yeah.
past students at York Castle who cared. So I didn't want to mess that up at all. So me picking sex, no, not even sex. I was too afraid. I did not even do the sex thing because anything is too possible. That condom can burst. Me not take no chance. No, thank you. And therefore, a child was never in the picture. And then, of course, I started not wanting a child. And one day I went to bed. You never believe what caused the change. I went to bed. I had a dream. I was in a place, a dark place, and I was the only one sitting at the front row. The only one. I said, oh my goodness. And I don't usually remember dreams. I wake up rested, no matter how late I go to bed. And it says, you're going to need somebody beside you at that front row, in that dark space. And I said, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's a problem now, you know. Because how old is that? That's quite old now, you know. So all sort of crows start to grow. All sort of trees start growing. We call them
I don't know
fibroids.
anything about that. Yeah.
All the fibroids. And then to have the operation to remove it, God bless Dr. DaCosta, he's just so excellent. And then after he removed it, the darn things grow back. Disgusting. And I had all these shows. And he says, but you know we have laser removal. Did you know that? What a beautiful country we have and we don't even know it. I had my fibroids laser removed and went on stage the next day. They went up, cut, removed, and then I was back on stage.
Yeah, but Jenny, that's not strange because before God blessed you with Carissa,
Yes.
you had situations where so you're on a broadcast.
Oh,
You're pregnant on a broadcast.
that's after trying
This is after trying.
many times.
And you start bleeding at the broadcast because you're doing what Jenny does. You're climbing walls,
I just went to use the police station's bathroom.
and climb the wall.
I couldn't bother to walk around.
Right, so you climbed the
It
wall.
wasn't so high.
So did you climb the wall? Did you climb the wall?
I just climb over
Okay,
a
just
little
checking.
bit.
So you climbed the wall. And when you climbed the wall
The
and got
bleeding
to...
started.
Right. Did you know what was happening?
You're not supposed to be bleeding if you're pregnant.
Right.
So yes, I was aware that something is not so right. So I called Dr. DaCosta and he says, oh my God, you have to leave the broadcast and come in now. I said, but I can't leave the broadcast. You can't walk away from a broadcast. And then I said, and I'm booked for the show afterwards. He says, but you can't do that show. I said, but the park is full. I cannot leave Mandeville where the park is full and there's a broadcast going on. And I bled it out right there. I bled out that baby right there. And I'm interviewing and I'm on stage dancing and I'm bleeding.
And you know what's going on?
I'm dying inside.
My God.
Because this was like the second child that's gonna go. The first one I went to the gym. So big up to my husband, who obviously doesn't have a sperm count problem. I am the problem. And that for me was the most painful day of my life. I'll never forget it. Where you have to forget the drip, do the interviews, do the broadcast. You're still dripping.
Yeah, but Jen,
Should I have walked away?
No, I'm saying no. I mean, hindsight is 2020. But we often put our place in a place where we say we have to.
But we had
For
to.
the work.
But then what would the consequences be, though? So after you try to save a baby that's obviously dying, perhaps a piece of toe just got bled out, a piece of the brain just got bled out, and you come back to say it's too late, you still would have your career to deal with. And they are not going to understand. You think they're going to understand that you walked away from a show, from a broadcast? They're going to be unforgiving. Come on, you know this.
So can I just, in true transparency and as a friend talking to a friend, tell you
Yes.
why that story joked me so much when you told me?
Tell me.
Because one of my miscarriages happened while I was performing on stage, Laugh It Off.
Laugh.
Oliver Mayer's play, Laugh It Off. It was a comedy.
How ironic.
And during the intermission, the stage manager said to me, "We're calling off the rest of the show." And I said, "You can't do that." I couldn't stand up straight. I was in pain because I knew what was happening in my body. And so when you said that to me, it just put me in a place of how much it is that we give in this industry.
Yes.
Regardless of what we know it does to our bodies and our minds.
Yes, that's true.
And I don't know if that's a healthy thing, Jane.
It's not always healthy, but you know, it's for us to stand strong and know that they love you, but they care this much and no further, because their stories are as bad, sometimes worse, and they wake up wanting you to make them smile. They watch you, wanting you to have them forget that they have a man that's going to beat them later, that they have somebody that is robbing them, that they have somebody that has taken away anything from them, that have them human, to feel like they're humans, and you are that individual they come to.
You are that joy. You are that escape.
You are that escape, but you cannot, unfortunately, you are in ministry. I don't ever forget that I'm in ministry, that I am making a difference in somebody's life. And when I get up in the mornings, I remember this. And when I was bleeding out that child, I knew that that entire park was waiting on Jenny to hit the stage because, and it's a million of becauses.
Yeah.
If 1,000 people, it would be 1,000 because.
Yeah.
And then I just had to sacrifice my because. Sometimes you have to, because of the bigger cause. And it's okay. Look at the joy you have. Look at the joy I have. So our because became something beautiful, which is perhaps where he wanted us to get.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't make mistakes, eh?
In the because.
All right. So come back, more Jenny, to this. One of the things Jen told me when we spoke is that God writes good scripts.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't understand
Yes.
part of the script, but the script usually good.
Yeah, he gets the script.
It's a great script.
Yeah.
Motherhood, you were eventually blessed with Carissa. Thank God for that.
Yes.
You lost your own mom a year ago. So that you're navigating a tough, challenging time still.
Yes.
And October last year showed you just what you are made of. Jennifer,
Scary.
I did not know. I did not know about that scare that you
The
had.
scars to show. Every morning I look, I have the scars to show. One nice slit from here to here of the scars to show, and I wanna.
You were led. Is that all right? Led to just decide that, you know, somebody need to go to my mammogram.
Yes.
What was prodding you? What was pushing you?
So I had this ache. What was it? Like strange. What was I? The body just was crazy. And then you start thinking it could be premenopausal. There's an ache under the breast, and you're like, what is this ache? So you go to the gym more, you work out more, you know me, love the sexy body and the fitness. I'm like, the hand them tough. And you're working hard, but it's still not going away. What is this ache? So I went to one doctor, and he says, you're good. And he did all the checks, you know, he did all the checks, the rotation and everything. And he says, you got young girl's disease. And I'm like, what is that?
What is that?
I wear sports bra all the time. I'm always in the gym. So he says, he perhaps is squeezing you because you're always in sports bra. So I slit every sports bra. I'm serious. I got scissors, and everyone, I slit them to make room for this section here. It still was that. And then I remember my brother and I were having a discussion, because we talk more now that mommy is gone. And he told me about some student who, for her birthday, she went to do a mammogram. And all the gift she wanted was just to be able to afford to do a mammogram. And when she went, she found out she had cancer. And I asked him if she's alive, and he said yes, because she was at stage 1 or stage 2.
Yes.
So it saved her life that she
detection.
decided that she wanted this gift. So I'm there getting ready with gospel size, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, talking to the pastors, getting ready with the set, and I have my teams there. And then I said to them, go on in, I'll be back. I'm going to do something, because my birthday is like just about 2 weeks away. And I said, okay, let me go do something. I didn't even tell anybody what I was going to do, and I decided to do the mammogram. And on my way, they called to say, we're closing. I said, no, I'm looking at your building. You can't close. I'm almost there. And then another person came on the line, and she says, how far? And I said, just about 5 minutes, because I'm at the light. I'm not sure if they recognize my voice, but whatever happened, they said, okay, okay, come. And when I went, They checked, they couldn't find it because it was white against white. Because they says it's, what is it, fibrous or the tissue, lots of tissue. And I said, okay, what's the next step? This is my gift, right? And they said, okay, we're moving from like $5,000-$6,000. The next gift is $12,000 because you have to do whatever the other scan is. And I said, okay, well, let's do it. They did it and they saw lumps, 2 lumps. And then I looked at them and I said, what's the next stage? And they say, what are you talking about? I said, right now. What's the next stage right now? And they say, a biopsy. I said, okay, tell me about that. They said, okay, it's the color figure over $100,000. And I said, okay, do it. They say, me like no. I said, like no, yes. Now, we can't be bringing broadcasts and telling people about the importance of time and be victims of time.
That's right.
So I said, do it now. They said, someone in the passage is waiting. I said, that's okay, I'm not coming out of this room. We're doing it now. I'm already here. Brazier is already off. Let's go. And of course, then comes Dr. Cornwall. She's such a joy. And she inserts this very long needle and then they're taking tissue samples and it hurts. And I said, that still pains. Pushing that right through the breast still hurts. And then I think she gives some more in terms of injection to deaden the area some more and then it was a little better. But the clip, every clip, I prayed. I said, Father, please, Father, no cancer. And every clip she clipped. And then when she was done, like about 6, 7, I said, have you had enough sample? Have you had enough? And she said, yes. I've had enough. I wish I had olive oil to rub you down and to tell you you're going to be fine. And then we did a little prayer. And then they said, in Jesus' name, we're going to be fine. And I remembered it was September 6. My family still doesn't know. I'm not telling my husband. I'm not telling my daughter. And we're supposed to be going out to celebrate September 7. But I'm not telling them. So I look at the big bandage on the breast. And the dress I wanted to wear would show the bandage. So I went and I pulled it off. Because I'm not having husband know. I'm not having daughter know that I've just done. It would kill them though. How would they survive that? So I just wore a different pretty dress, a beautiful dress. Told them I'm not celebrating this year. It's all about her because you can't. Because you're in so much pain anyway. And waited. It was the longest wait of my life.
1 month.
Why does it take so long?
1 month.
Whole month to see if it is the cells are, if the lumps are cancerous. So I've done a whole series. It's called My Lumpy Story. They should go on my page, go on my YouTube page, because I interviewed Dr. Cornwall about it. And then, of course, the other doctor you'll find when you come on My Lumpy Story. And when finally the doctor called me and he said, and he's so good, he was such a good doctor, it's cancer-free. That's when I told my family. I didn't tell husband, didn't tell my daughter. But it was a painful wait. And I remember doing Pink Run, and wondering if I am cancerous. And you're doing the show, you're emceeing. It's like waiting again while the bleed is happening. And I don't know during Pink Run if I'm cancer-free. But I do it to celebrate with them while I wait.
Yeah.
It's rough.
I'm sure that changed the whole trajectory of your life. That has to give you a different lease.
Wow.
Talk about how that reorients your thoughts.
Yes.
After we take a look at this. Go ahead, Lori.
Hi, Jenny. I know you won't ever get tired of hearing me say that I'm so inspired by you, inspired by your journey. I don't know how you do it all. I mean, there's nothing average about you. There's nothing basic about you. I love the fact that you live your life unapologetically. So I know I can't speak on behalf of the entire Planet Jamaica family that we're super proud of you and just excited for the journey that's ahead for you.
Well, people always surround themselves with rich people, not necessarily rich with money, but rich in love, rich in life, rich in laughter. And Jenny, I'm grateful to have experienced all of that richness. And the next thing is, you're always giving. Everything you get, you give it away. Not because you don't want it, but because you're always trying to enhance somebody else's life. And for me, you have given me an intangible gift. of inspiration. You've inspired me to put my best foot forward every time, whether it's my personal life or my professional life. And I just want to say thank you. I'm grateful. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're magnificent. I love you.
Jenny, worth every penny. You are easily one of the most confident and assertive individuals me ever meet in my entire life. You see, if you Google self-confidence right now, Jenny, your name come up. And it's an interaction with me and you up on the radio morning time. We learn so much about you and learn so much about life. Not the least of which, same here you come out for the same family tree. Or that is why you're so confident and assertive. Jenny, you know, say the Maverick don't know mushy. No. But you see, you, nothing but maximum respect and love I have in my heart for you, my also cantankerous cousin.
You have redefined what it means to find one's purpose and to realize one's full potential. You are an incredible human being. You're inspirational, you're aspirational, and I am very grateful to be on this life journey with you. Sometimes in life, there's a missing piece of puzzle, and you, girl, were my missing piece. You are stuck with me for life. I love you to pieces. Continue to think big, to dream big, and I hope all your many big dreams will become reality. Blessings.
What a joy for you to receive your flowers when you're alive. That you can hear us, that we can share, and we can make you know how much we love and care for you. Jenny, 20 years ago when you called me, and you said, little girl, I want to have an idea, I want to start a dance thing. Who would have known that would have changed so many lives, that you would have changed so many lives? Jennifer Small, you are a gift to this world, and I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please know, curses say, curses good. I love you.
It's the little things you do that makes me cherish and appreciate you so much. One thing I love about you is the way you always make people around you feel special. From the yearly birthday greetings that you give the NBA queens to just making an effort to spend time with those who mean a lot to you. We love and appreciate you so much, and we wish for you enough blessings, health, and wealth.
I see a woman of incredible depth. Wife, a nurturing mother, a loyal sister, and a trusted friend. I see a confident woman, an entrepreneur with vision, and a voice that sings with passion. I see a heart overflowing with kindness. I see you navigating life's peaks and valleys with unwavering strength. You are extraordinary, and your light shines brightly. Never forget the incredible woman you are.
Over the years, you have epitomized beauty with a purpose, brilliance beyond certification, and the boldness of a strong Black woman. You have really embodied what true friendship is. I love you and wish you all the best. Jenny Small.
I'm surprised that her heart can fit on that little island. She's got the biggest heart I've ever seen in a person. Talk about a good woman. She's always trying to find the good in people, and that's something that is hard to find nowadays, but she's definitely a leader. She's a born leader. Most importantly, I call her my friend. Love you, Jenny.
Over 20 years of friendship, you have been more than a friend. You have been like a family. Not only to my new family here, my husband and my son, but you have infected just even my family in Jamaica. Oh, you're just more than a Jenny. You're a Xena warrior princess. You're like a nanny of the maroon of today. We love you. We're proud of you, of everything what you've become and what you're doing, and continue to excel in everything you do. Mwah. Love you, girl. We love you, sis.
I love you so much. I give you thanks for your support and your kindness towards me and my family over the years. You have been through rough times, but look at you now. You're such a sweet soul. I just pray that God will continue to bless you and He will continue to prosper you and He will cover you as you reach out to many more lives. I love you so much and continue on your journey. Bless up yourself, girl.
I'm saying hello from the other side. I'm so happy to be afforded this opportunity to express how much I love you, how much you're God bless, how much you have impacted my life, and many will argue the same thing to say how much you have changed your life. You are a hero. You are an inspiration in this world, and this world could never be better without Jennifer Small, the Energizer Bunny in this world. And I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you, and I know God is going to continue to bless you richly and expand your horizon to achieve many, many tasks. I love you dearly. I can't wait to see you. I love you 7 days a week and 10 times on Sunday, because Sunday is the only time you really have availability. And I just want to tell you, I love you beyond love.
I love you, Jenny. Thanks for being a part of my life. Thank you for the impact you've made in my life. You are truly the epitome of an angel. And this opportunity that I have been afforded to let the world know, I just want to say thank you, Jen, for all that you've done, for being a part of my ride, a part of my journey, a part of this process. I am the businessman I am today. I am where I am today because you've contributed to it. And Jenny, I declare that upon you, that God will never limit you, that your cords, your borders will be widened. I pray, Jenny, that God will continue to protect you on with your different endeavors and journey, that you will never leave our side. You've done so well for this nation and so well for us as a family. Even since Mom's passing, we've grown even stronger. Jenny, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being the wind beneath my wings.
Hi, Mommy. I know you're probably really surprised right now, but I just wanted to take the time to say thank you for being such an amazing role model. May God continue to bless and guide you, continue to do everything that you do, because I'm so proud of you. I don't know how you get it done in a day. I don't know how you get it done at all, but I'm really proud of you. And I just wanted to say thank you for guiding me through life. Thank you for being my mentor, and thank you for being so amazing. Love you.
Kiddos every time. Oh,
People shouldn't come on your show.
I needed to hear it.
You're terrible.
I needed to hear it.
Oh my God, how did you do that though? I want to hug you. Come here.
You know we hug around here, baby.
How do you do it? You're good. You're good.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break.
Oh.
And come back. As much as this lady has on her plate,
Hey.
still more that she's doing. We still have to call her Dr. Small. Did you know that? Tell you about that on the other side of this break. All right, guys, our final segment with Jenny. Working on your doctorate now? You need final stages of your doctorate.
Yes, should be done this year. Like,
where did you find the time?
But that's why I tell people they cannot tell me they don't have the time. If you see somebody tells you they can't find the time, you can't find the time to exercise, you can't find the time to return your call, they just made a choice to not. And just don't fool yourself.
If they want it.
If you want to do it, you're going to go get it. So during COVID, when I think I was going to lose my mind every time they say Tana your yard. It became a slogan, Tana your yard. God bless fame frequency. Because every time I felt the walls closing in, I had a fame frequency. But then after that, they were still Tana your yard. So I just said, let me go study. I already have all the degrees, masters. Let me just go do the doctorate. And I'm very happy. I started at UWI and I had to move on, and I'm at Delaware because, again, I guess I'm demanding and I'm fierce. I am fierce. If I wanted a particular way, I wanted a particular way. And Delaware is where I'm at, and I'm about to finish up. And Dr. Cornell Brown is just such an awesome individual in terms of steering you there, getting you there, and it's a good decision. I mean, I'm sorry I've done it though, because it does take a lot of your time. You have to find the time to write and for me to stop when I have a lot of shows and things happening. Thank you, Lord, COVID is done, but you have to finish. And after over $2 million, you better finish it. So every time I think of, should I finish? I know I'm going to be done.
Should I finish? You must be.
I am going to be finished
You don't
this
leave
year.
anything unfinished, Jen.
So this year, exactly. You know me.
I have to go affirmation.
Finish it.
But there's one thing you said to me as we wrap about not surrounding yourself with a lot of friends, but aligning yourself with eagle.
Yes, fly.
Or need to align ourselves with.
Fly. If you have too many friends, it could be a problem, because it just means you're going to have too many different people in the mix. You don't need a lot of people to go places. You need a rich network to take you there. You need it perhaps even more than you do education, because after you have all this, the different subjects, with whom do you align yourself? So you have to soar with eagles. I mean, too many John Crows in our lives. Don't choose the John Crows, choose the eagles. Choose some perhaps a dove sometimes, because sometimes somebody, God has softened me.
Spirit.
But please be flying somewhere. Please be going somewhere, and every day improve yourself. If it is that you have stopped improving you, then what is it worth? So you got to give, you have to live, and you got to learn. Do it all and travel.
Yeah.
And I'm bigging up the travel industry that I'm a part of now, because it's taking me places, and I'm still going to be doing more stuff until I die.
Yeah.
Don't retire.
Yes.
Next rule.
On the wings of love.
Yes.
Flying high.
Keep flying.
Aligning ourselves with eagles. And your arms look real good. And your body look good, girl. Your body in the gym every day.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Look at you.
Thank
you, Jen.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your research and what you have done. You're an amazing person. One day, I'm going to tell your story. We're going to flip the script.
Hey.
Keep writing.
You have my number.
Keep writing.
Call me. All right. Time for affirmation, everybody. All right, guys. So things get so hard sometimes that we think of all the reasons that we should give up. And there may be many of those. But if there's even one reason to keep going, and there always is at least one, then we owe it to ourselves and those we love to keep going. And if you can't think of one, let me try and help you think of one today. Think of all those who made amazing things happen despite all the odds, who pushed on and pushed through even when things looked and seemed impossible. Big things too, you know. But yes, little things too, because even a small victory is a big win. And if you are still here, holding on, you're watching this, it is a win. Because if you take something that you got today, that Jenny gave, and you use it to plant a seed, that is a win too. So don't give up on the goal until the full story is told. Adjust the pressure, adjust your pace, but please, never stop trying, because on the other side of hardship, difficulty, and fear is an amazing story of success, just waiting to be written. Life is challenging, and there's difficulty in it, but the only way to win is to never ever quit. And so tonight we are affirming, I will never know how the book ends if I stop writing mid-chapter. So take up your pen, men. You better put it down or your pencil and start putting some words on that page. That is our soul food, everybody, and our show for this evening. Thank you very much for watching. We're back here next week with another story of the power of the human spirit. Until then, every blessing, and please remember to count your